Below the shimmering waters of the Philippines lies a hidden world, a vibrant and thriving marine ecosystem that is among the richest on Earth, where coral reefs shelter countless generations of marine life, and gentle giants roam the vast ocean. Further out, in coastal waters, we encounter the Irrawaddy dolphin, playful yet elusive. These unique dolphins thrive in environments where fresh water meets salt water. In our vast seagrass meadows, we find the dugong, gentle giants that feed on seagrass and play a crucial role in maintaining its health. For millions of Filipinos, these marine ecosystems are more than just natural wonders. They are the foundation of livelihoods, the source of food, and the heart of coastal communities. Join us as we journey beneath the waves to explore the incredible world of Philippine marine mammals and discover why their conservation is crucial for both our planet's future and our own. In the brackish waters of the Philippines, the Irrawaddy dolphin, locally known as Lampasut by the Tagbanwas or Lumba-Lumba by Tagalogs and Visayans, it is known for its distinctive rounded forehead and expressive eyes. Physically, the Irrawaddy dolphin stands out, with its stockier body, large pectoral fins, and a relatively small dorsal fin positioned further back. This dolphin is built for balance and stability in the shallow waters it inhabits. Their striking appearance sets them apart from other dolphin species, like the spinner or bottlenose dolphins. Irrawaddy dolphins reach sexual maturity at a late age, typically between 11 and 12 years of age. Once the female becomes a mother, their journey of nurturing begins with deep dedication. They invest several years in raising their calves, nursing them for at least 2 to 5 years until the young are strong enough to swim independently and feed on their own. During this time, the mothers do not mate again, as their energy and focus are entirely devoted to ensuring the survival and development of their offspring. Irrawaddy dolphins swim slowly and move gently, unlike their playful relatives. However, they exhibit fascinating behaviors. These dolphins can spit water to herd fish into smaller areas, making them easier to catch. They have interesting social behavior, forming close-knit groups, much like we see in human friendships. Researchers have observed that individual dolphins appear to have preferences for who they spend time with. When encountering humans or boats, these dolphins remain neutral, neither approaching nor avoiding them. This behavior contrasts with species like spinner dolphins that actively engage with boats. The Irrawaddy dolphin's diet is diverse and highly dependent on the availability of prey. They primarily feed on fish, cephalopods like squid, and occasionally crustaceans. They are known to bottom feed and sometimes surface with mud on their heads or backs. Their reliance on estuarine fish highlights the importance of maintaining healthy river ecosystems. These dolphins inhabit shallow, brackish waters near coastal areas, especially around river mouths and estuaries. Some individuals occasionally venture into the rivers themselves. However, they rarely travel far upstream. In the Philippines, Irrawaddy dolphins are found in several isolated locations, each with alarmingly small populations. In Malampaya Sound, Taytay, Palawan, the most recent population estimate in 2011 to 2012 is 35 individuals. In Quezon, Western Palawan, a population of at least 20 dolphins was recorded by WWF in 2013. Perhaps the concerning data comes from recent findings in the Guimaras Strait, around the Bago and Pulupandan area. As of 2018, there are only about 12 Irrawaddy dolphins left in this region. Adding to these concerns, a 2023 survey in San Miguel Bay, Bicol, recorded just 2 Irrawaddy dolphins, confirming a very small and isolated subpopulation, a stark reminder of how close this species is to disappearing completely from certain areas. In the calm, shallow waters lives the dugong, a gentle marine mammal often called the sea cow for its slow grazing nature. It has a rounded, gray-brown body and a fluke tail similar to dolphins and whales, making it one of the most distinct marine mammals in this region. The dugong's physical traits are adapted for life close to the seafloor. Its snout is angled downwards to feed directly on seagrass beds. Despite looking smooth like dolphins, dugongs have short, sparse hair along their body and dense, large bristles around their mouth. Dugongs are remarkable for their lifelong bonds. Once they choose a mate, they remain together for life. They only reach sexual maturity at around 13 to 15 years old. Once a female becomes pregnant, she carries her baby for 13 months, just over a year, before giving birth to a single calf. She then nurses and stays close to her young for up to 18 months, providing essential care and guidance during their early development. Dugongs are mostly solitary animals that tend to avoid humans. They rarely interact with other marine animals, except for sharing feeding grounds with turtles and fish. In some parts of Palawan, local communities have learned to coexist peacefully with dugongs. Their awareness of its presence have fostered a sense of protection and respect, helping ensure these animals remain safe in shared waters. They feed on seagrass, shifting to different species depending on what grows in the area. To sustain their large bodies, an adult can consume up to 25 kilos of seagrass each day. They live in shallow waters rich in seagrass meadows. These provide both food and shelter for the dugongs, making them essential for their survival. As of 2025, there is no exact number of dugongs in the Philippines, though experts estimate fewer than 10,000 remain. These gentle marine mammals are scattered across various coastal regions: the Guimara Strait, Sarangani Bay, Davao Gulf, parts of Palawan, with notable sightings around Calawit and Calamianes Islands, Cuyo, and other coasts with seagrass beds. These two gentle marine mammals face growing threats. Both species depend on their habitats near river mouths and shallow seagrass beds, areas that are now under increasing pressure from human activity. Irrawaddy dolphins face daily risk from boat traffic in their coastal habitats. The constant presence of pump boats with their loud engines disrupts the dolphins' natural behavior, interfering with how they hunt, communicate, and navigate through water. The speed and unpredictability of these vessels also increase the danger of collisions, making their environment increasingly hazardous. Dugongs, on the other hand, are most threatened by damage to the seagrass meadows they feed on. Illegal fishing methods like dynamite and cyanide fishing destroy these vital feeding grounds, leaving dugongs with little to graze on. Pollution further worsens the situation for both species. Rivers carry agricultural chemicals like pesticides, household waste, and sewage into estuaries and coastal waters. Environmental changes also pose serious challenges for these marine mammals. Mining runoff and seasonal storms wash soil and sand into the sea, often burying seagrass beds, making it harder for dugongs to feed. At the same time, these storms alter the salinity levels in estuaries, disrupting the delicate food chain that sustains Irrawaddy dolphins. Coastal development is another challenge. The construction of seawalls, resorts, and other infrastructure reshapes the shoreline, altering the natural movement of sand and waves, often forcing dugongs to abandon their familiar feeding areas in search of safer, undisturbed waters. Irrawaddy dolphins face a similar threat from large-scale infrastructure projects. One example is the proposed Panay Guimara's Negros Bridge, which cuts directly through their critical habitat. While many locals support the bridge for easier access to education and healthcare, conservation experts suggest developing these services within local communities. This approach could meet human needs while preserving the dolphin's environment. Since 1991, laws like DENR Administrative Order of 55 of 1991 have been in place to protect dugongs. Similarly, Irrawaddy dolphins are protected under the Fisheries Administrative Order number 185 of 1992. These laws forbid killing, transporting, or harassing these animals. Despite established laws, enforcement remains weak. Current regulations ban killing or harassment, but do little to address habitat destruction, pollution, or the impacts of large scale development. The gap between laws on paper and actions on water shows that effective conservation requires more than rules. It demands commitment to enforcing those laws and creating stronger legislation that fully protects both species and their habitats. Irrawaddy dolphins and dugongs play vital roles in maintaining the health of our coastal ecosystems. Irrawaddy dolphins help balance fish populations, while their presence signals that rivers and estuaries are thriving. Dugongs help keep seagrass beds healthy by grazing, which prevents overgrowth and supports fish nurseries. Without them, seagrass can become too dense, disrupting habitats and reducing fish populations. This decline affects coastal families who rely on fishing for food and income. When these animals begin to disappear, it's more than a loss of biodiversity. It's a clear sign that human activities are disrupting the natural balance of our coastal ecosystems. Across the Philippines, initiatives are currently being implemented to protect these marine mammals. Scientists and conservation groups push for marine protected areas to safeguard the Irrawaddy dolphin and dugong habitats. Their plans include strict limits on fishing and boat traffic, regular monitoring of water quality, and education campaigns. You might be wondering, what can you do to help? The truth is, everyone has a role to play in protecting these animals. From beach cleanups to campaigns that raise awareness, individuals and communities are making a difference. Simple efforts like reducing plastic use, planting mangroves, and even reporting stranded marine animals can help. Change begins with understanding the problem and taking action, no matter how small. The Irrawaddy dolphin and dugong are not just rare marine mammals. They serve as indicators of the health of our coastal waters. Their future depends on the choices we make today. By valuing nature alongside progress, we can protect our seas not just for ourselves, but for generations to come.